So the question is, where did I log off last episode? Oh, this is boring. Today is the day, folks. We are going to get this castle done. But first, I spy an invader over there. Let's go get him. I can't stand these dudes. They just get in the way of the time lapses. We will take out these guys first. Don't want to get spat at. Go away. There we go. You'll notice I'm fighting these dudes with my axe. I don't know if any of you remember. I probably mentioned it early in the series. I don't use I don't put sharpness on my sword. I've got smite 5 on my sword just for, every time that I want to use looting. It's always against undead, pretty much. So, getting with the skeleton skulls and stuff like that. And I can just use the axe to kill anyone else that I really want to kill. So, if I'm caving and I come across a creeper, if I'm not using the bow, I can pull out the axe. But most of the time, the guys that are probably going to kill me are the undead. So, yeah, smite on the sword is super cool. Are we here? Yes, we're here. This is where we are going to be working on today's episode, guys. We're doing the outer wall. Remember at the end of last episode, I sort of started it over here. I built the latrines, which is a fancy name for the toilets. So the king has his own little toilet, but now all the peasants, not peasants, all the rest of the soldiers and staff have a nice little outdoor dunny out here. So it's away from the rest of the castle, so it's not going to stink up the place, and then they can just dig out the trenches every now and then and empty the thing. So this is the beginning of the outer wall, and it's going to curve all the way around here, and it's going to be really cool. So it's going to start off as a wall up this end. You can see we've got a little bit of a wall here. But this comes to the reason why I built this castle on a little bit of a hill, because the wall's not going to be up here on the top of the hill. It's going to be down there, and we are going to do a little bit of terraforming and fill up all this ground. So the soldiers defending the castle, they're going to have a nice little field here. They can just walk up and they are suddenly at the top of the wall, and it just drops away below them. I'll show you in my creative world. So here we are. This is just a copy of my world where I sort of plan out what I'm doing with the castle. You can see it's all nice and boring. It's just plain old stone for the walls. I haven't put in all the details. But it's where I sort of figure out what we're doing. And here is what I've got so far. See, there's lots to do yet. I haven't finished designing plenty of this. I've just mapped out where the wall's going to go, but it can't look like that. That is terrible. And then things like the insides of the buildings. I haven't figured out any of that yet. But here's what I mean for the wall. So it starts off nice and high, and we've got a little sort of wooden walkway here so the soldiers can run up on top and fire down on any baddies coming through. And I'll need some more details for this area here as well. Although in the real castle, there's not much here. There was that tree, and that's probably about it. But this is the cool thing. Because the ground's all raised up, when you get to this part of the wall, soldiers can just step up here and look, they're at the top. It is pretty cool. And then, it's not a super high wall, but I don't think I want it too high here. And the real one's not overly high either. So this is what I'm doing at the moment, guys. I am finishing off that. I wanted to show you this now because I know I'm probably going to finish this in the next 3 or 4 hours, figuring out what I'm going to do, and then I'm probably going to start building. But yeah, I can't wait to get this castle done, guys. We've been working on this for far too long. I want to get back to working on the city, although I probably won't get straight to work on the mountain town. I might get to work on some farmland. I've been doing buildings for too long. I want to do fields, and I think I'm going to put them all out in this area out here. We'll have to fill in that ravine. And yeah, the rest of the town, rather than wrapping around our castle, I think we'll just go off in this area out here. Not quite sure yet, but yeah, I'm going to cut and we are going to get to work on figuring out what we're doing with this outer wall, and that is it, guys. That is it. Pretty much everything you can see here is the last sort of thing I have to build. Not much left to go. Huh, you know, I'd never noticed that these guys have udders. Pretty interesting. Nice angle. Anyway, guys, we are going to greener pastures. And it's not dangerous at all. Alright, don't fall off the bridge. Alright, we are coming up on the dangerous bit. This path leads through the biggest nether fortress I have seen. Go away. You guys alright? Oh no. We lost one. Anyway, that's why I brought 3 of them. Scoot. Oh. Alright, down to 1. I only need 1. Come on, Scoot, get out of here. No! Oh no. Alright. We need another plan. I don't even know if fire resistance is going to work on these guys. No, go away! Is he okay? He's burning. Let's hit him again. Are you gonna die? Is it working? It's working! We are good. Now just gotta watch out for ghasts. You know, having such a big storage system is super cool. But whenever I feed items in, I've got to wait for a little while. And you don't want to go AFK if you're a little bit hungry because of the hunger bug. You can just keep getting hungry and die while you're away from the computer. And you don't want to be eating a beautiful big steak just for a single bit of hunger. It's such a waste, and it's so annoying to go into the chest to get some cooked fish. Man, I sound like I'm doing a commercial. But I have solved that problem. If I just need to eat a tiny little bit, I can go over to this corner and we have a vending machine. So I just throw my sword down here at the sea lantern and boom, and I get a, well, it's full of mushroom stew because I filled up on this guy, but it throws me a bowl and I can fill it up, eat the stew, and then when I'm done, I throw the bowl down there and I get my sword back. And you'll notice with this guy, let's throw it down again, he's not just sitting there, he comes in on a minecart. That's because he kept mooing. Originally I had him there and he was mooing away and it was so annoying. So now when I throw this away, he just disappears back up there about 15 blocks so I can't hear him. I've been wanting to do that since day one of this world. You know, I am building this castle for my buddy Backup. Now, if you're new to the channel, you probably don't know who Backup is, but he's my best friend. He's an iron golem, and he's a bit upset with me because I never made him a house to live in the last world we played in. So this time, I'm making it up to him with a big, giant castle. And when I'm done, he is going to move in. And I'm starting to think that I'm pretty sure we are not getting the castle done this episode. I got distracted, guys. Like I did the designing. I've designed the next bit, this little area. I'm gonna set it up as a. You saw the building earlier. I'm gonna put a Fletcher in there with his little workshop. But I designed that, and I just never got around to building it, and it's because I talked about building some farmland out here, and I realised I don't have any podzol, and you need podzol when you want to make farmland. Well, you don't absolutely need podzol, but it certainly would come in handy, and I just didn't really have any way of getting it, and I thought about making a... Oh, what happened here? Oh no, did I muck this up when I was putting in the... when I was putting in the redstone for that cow thing? Oh, yes. I've missed one piece. Let's try that again. Beautiful. And now I've forgotten what I was talking about though, but anyway, you don't absolutely need the podzol, but I remember what I was talking about now. Yes, I didn't have any way to get the podzol, and I thought about making a big spruce tree farm, because when you grow the spruce tree, you get podzol in the ground. But then I thought, no, that'd just be annoying, so I made another tunnel out to a mega tiger, and you can see I have been a little bit busy. But that's not all we've been getting. I've got to get some more coarse dirt from there, but I've been filling up on ferns. And also there was a swamp right next to it, so I've been filling up on clay as well. We've been busy. And you would have seen in the last 2 episodes that I have not been playing any Minecraft on this world in between episodes at all. So once I started just gathering resources, I was actually really enjoying just doing the grind and playing a bit. So once I'd started, I really didn't feel like doing another time lapse. I wanted to keep grinding, so I've actually done up the tunnel out to that mega tiger. So it's the same sort of thing as just in there. We've got the ice road with the boat. But yeah, I've fancied it up with a few more colours. So let's head down there. And this red nether brick, that took me a while to get. I don't have much nether wart. And we've got to take a corner down here. It's a long way, guys. This is the furthest out I have been yet. So I'm pretty sure that I am not going to build out here. This is just a place that I am stripping for resources, and I've actually got so much spruce wood because all these trees around here, I chopped all them down so I could then get in there and get all the podzol without making an absolute mess. And this is, of course, where I've been shearing all the ferns to get them. So yeah, we've done a fair bit of grinding. I think I spent a whole day making that nether tunnel and clearing all this out. But that's not all I've done. Look at that, we've got the bad guys hanging around over there. Let's leave them, no need to start a fight. So yeah, that's not all I've done. The nether wart problem was a bit of a problem. So I kind of want to make a nether wart farm, and I haven't started, but if you know what kind of nether wart farm I've built in the past, you'll know that I like to build them on mushroom islands, which is finally gave me the idea to go out and get one of those mushrooms to make my vending machine. So I had leftover mushrooms. I only needed that one in the base, so just got the other 2 roaming around the tunnels here, and I quite like them actually. Whoops, we passed the tunnel. I was too interested in talking to you. This is the way we're going. So this is the way out to the mushroom area, and I don't need to absolutely have to build this. Whoops, gas there. Ooh, nearly hit my head. I don't have to build this netherwart farm out on a mushroom island, but it is so big that I like the idea of not having to worry about anything spawning while I'm AFK. Oh, and this was a massive undertaking to make this tunnel as well. So I've just set it up as a flying tunnel. So this pathway, I can walk it, but it's more just to keep me on a straight line so I can fly all the way there. I really should bust out with a lot of that netherrack with TNT so I can stay right above the bridge. But look at this thing, man. This nether fortress is so big. That was a pain building. And I passed by 2 of those blaze spawners as well, right next to them. Yes, this is a long way to go. And I ran out of sea lanterns finally. Had to do another overnight AFK session at my little farm. The same farm that... Is this the end? It is the end. Oh no, don't shoot my thing. The same farm that False Symmetry just built on the Hermitcraft server, actually. But I'm not going to get straight into building the netherwart farm. Instead, I was playing around with grassing up this place. I want to build out here. It would be so much fun. I did the treehouse village time lapse. I want to build something like that here. I've got so many designs for really green, pretty things. I want to put them in my world, and on Mushroom Islands, the grass gets so green. And plus, it'll look beautiful at night, and I don't have to worry about mobs. So yes, we're greening the place up and doing a fair bit of terraforming while we're at it. But yeah, I didn't realise that the trick with water doesn't work anymore. It used to be you could cover the island in water and that would kill all the mycelium. Nope, doesn't work anymore. I'm having to dig it all up and then place down the grass. So it is taking me absolutely forever digging up and replacing every single block. And I'm only working on this one section, so this is not a project that I'm going to get done anytime soon. I want to get this first section done, but the whole island will take forever. It's really tricky on the hills. On the flats, it's actually really fast to do, which is one of the reasons I chose this island, because all this area here, that is 1 block deep in water, this is still part of the mushroom island, so I can put grass down really easily here, and nothing's going to spawn, and I can make this island so much bigger with nice big flat areas for building. So it'll look really nice when we're done, and you'll notice around the edges here, I haven't dug up the mycelium yet. That's because I'm not going to just put grass everywhere. We are going to do sandy beaches all the way around, and then on bits like this where we've got sort of really steep bit going into the water, well, that's going to be a rocky outcrop. So I'm planning to use a bit of cobblestone, but mostly the coral, the grey coral that has been out of the water too long. I think that'll look really nice. But yeah, this is just something I'm going to play around with in my spare time until we can get a whole big area ready to go for some building. But in the meantime, yes, we're not going to finish the castle, unfortunately, but I am going to do a little bit more. We're at least going to build the Fletcher's workshop. And we couldn't finish without doing the tiniest of tiny little tours before we end the episode. So there's this real little courtyard here in the real castle, and it just seemed perfect if I'm putting a Fletcher in there that we have a tiny little shooting range just to make sure that all his arrows are flying straight. So we've just got a nice big archway in here, and this is the Fletcher's little room. He's got some wood that someone's delivered for making bows and arrows. And in here there's not too much. He's got his fletching tables. I thought a loom made sense because he has to make bowstrings as well. And yes, a little bit more wood up on a shelf. It's pretty plain in here. And he's just got a little bedroom as well. He lives here. And on the other side, not too much there, just some storage for some of the goodies that he's making. But the whole thing isn't the Fletcher's workshop, it's just the downstairs area. The upstairs is all defences for the castle wall, so we've got a bell there in case something nasty happens and all the soldiers need to run and get ready. So just over here we've got the castle wall we were working on before. We've got a little watchtower up the top. But yeah, we can walk around here, and this is just a little sort of mingling room for soldiers who aren't on watch but need to be here at the ready. They can sit down, read a book, do whatever they want, and then right up the top we have the battle stations. They can sit up here and fire arrows out all over the place and have a good look around. So that is about it for the Fletcher's workshop. Fletcher's workshop slash guard tower. So that's it for today, guys. I would like to say that we are definitely finishing the castle next episode, but I don't know. I'm on my way back to the Mushroom Island right now, so we will see. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later. Today is the day, folks. We are going to get this castle done. Hold that thought.